Before I introduce myself, I would like to start with a question. Raise your hand if at any point of time in your life you felt like going abroad because your country did not offer you enough opportunity or conditions that you think you deserve. Please raise your hand. Thank you. Put your hands down. I can feel that, and I have been there. My name is Samden Sherpa, and I am the Director of Partnership and Governance at Classrooms in the Clouds Nepal. It's an NGO dedicated to improve quality of education in the remote regions of Solukhumbu. My passion for education did not start overnight. It was a series of experiences that I went through where I felt I did not deserve the best of what I could get. Let me take you to the very beginning of my journey. I was born in Solukhumbu, one of the most beautiful villages in Nepal. The village has mountains, all the natural scenic beauties, but it didn't have one thing that could keep me. It didn't have the opportunity for quality education, and it didn't have the quality of life. My parents, they decided they had to move out of Solukhumbu in order to ensure quality education and quality life for me and my siblings. I came to Kathmandu and completed my school from a private school. And after my schooling, like every one of us, I dreamt of going abroad for my further studies. Unfortunately, I didn't get the visa. My dream collapsed, and that was the turning point in my life. It allowed me time to stay calm and look back and plan again. That's the time when I took a year off from my academic journey and I decided to join a road track club. I had the opportunity to travel all around Nepal and do a lot of community activities, and that diverged my choice for my further education. I was a student of science, but I decided to pursue social work in my undergrad. I went to a very niche private institution. With all the hefty sum of money that I paid, I thought I would receive the best quality, but yet I didn't get what I deserved. The quality of education offered by the private institution that I went to wasn't to the mark that I expected. Then came this incredible moment. In the third year of my leadership journey, I had a chance to do my internship at Teach For Nepal. And during my internship at Teach For Nepal, I got to learn a lot about the context of education in Nepal. And through the experiences that I had gained at Teach For Nepal, I decided to join the Teach For Nepal Fellowship. I was selected, and soon enough, I was among the 33 first batch of Teach For Nepal cohort, looking forward to do 2 years of Teach For Nepal fellowship in order to end inequity existing in education. We all know more than 75% of students in Nepal, they go to public schools. And only about 25%, maybe we fall in some of those 25%, we have had that opportunity to attend private education. And out of those 75% that go to government schools, only about 50% of them, they graduate in the SLC or the now known SEE exams. And out of the 25% in the private schools, almost nearly about 90 to 100% of them graduate SEE. And the story was same for the school where I went to teach, in average, less than 50% of the students had graduated. I was placed in a village called Ikudol, and it was known as the Karnali of Lalitpur district. Interestingly, during my internship, 2 years fellowship at Ikudol, I encountered students all the way from Rolpa who had come for quality education in Ikudol to study in one of those government schools where less than 50% of students passed SEE. And for those students, Ikudol was a better place. Imagine their schools in Rolpa was even worse than the one in Ikudol. During my 2 years of fellowship, at the end, I am proud to mention 100% of my students graduated in the subject that I taught in SEE. And the success of my students made me believe that if we wanted, we could provide quality education to our children in their local environment. And right after my fellowship, I was offered a job to lead Classrooms in the Clouds, an organization that worked in Solukhumbu, the place where I was born, the place that my parents and I had abandoned to come to Kathmandu for my better education and quality of life. I had a choice. Either I could remain in Kathmandu or go back to my roots and work in the belief or the idea that quality education can be provided at every local level. At present, Classrooms in the Clouds works with more than 6 municipalities in Solukhumbu, impacting the life of 5,500 children. We have been able to build more than 70 classrooms that are earthquake resistant, learning friendly. We have been able to train more than 250 teachers. We have been able to sponsor more than 45 female teachers, as most of the government schools still lack the number of teachers they ought to have. In the SLC or the SEE exam of 2024, 87% of the students from Solukhumbu district graduated or passed. And the national average was somewhere around 47.6 or 7. Solukhumbu was the district that had the highest average of students passing SEE. When I reflect back in my journey, I think of all the children living in remote regions of Nepal, and I look at myself. Every children in every corner of Nepal, they deserve better education. They deserve schools that are not just buildings, but a place that aspires hope. They deserve a better teacher who are not just educators, but role models. In overall, they deserve quality education and a quality life in their local environment. It doesn't just simply happen. Every individual in this room has a responsibility to play. We cannot say we would want to go abroad in search of opportunities that we would want. But rather, if we work to create those opportunities in our local environment, the children of our generation and many more generations will attain quality education and quality life. Now tell me, how many of you in this room are willing to play your role? Thank you. It's good to see that everyone in this room is so excited to play your role. I believe that every one of us, we will be playing our role to support quality education for the children of Nepal in every remote regions and to support the quality life they deserve. Thank you.